Got a Kia, and you bought it for how much?
62.
And it's worth 20 now?
I'm going to say a very bad word here, okay?
This is not $146,000.
The kind that hits you when you open a car appraisal and your net worth leaves the room before you do. 62 to 20 in 2 years on a Kia, not a yacht, not a private jet, a Kia. The dealership didn't sell him a car. They sold him a subscription to financial pain, and the billing started the second he drove off the lot. There's a very specific face people make when they find out what their car is actually worth. It's not anger. It's not sadness. It's the face of a man realizing the car is fine. He is the problem.
This is why I love depreciation. This is the new Nissan Armada, which is a Patrol, aka Nissan's Land Cruiser. It's a super spacious 3-row, well-built Japanese family SUV, and it was over $80,000 brand new. But now with only 19,000 miles, this thing's going for under 70. You got to appreciate depreciation.
A financial crime scene where the victim and the suspect are the same person. Read that again. Nobody robbed this man. He walked into a dealership, handed them $80,000, drove away, and is now upset that the math works exactly the way math works. 19,000 miles, one owner, meticulous condition, and it lost $10,000 before the first oil change. The car didn't fail him. The decision did.
Most important piece of advice I could ever give you: do not buy a new car. Don't do it. It is a scam. Don't even buy a new or used car. I just got an email from the car dealership that I bought that Subaru from saying, oh, hey, we'd be interested in buying your Subaru. If it has about 90,000 miles and it's in excellent condition, we'll buy it from you for $7,000. 3 years ago, a mere 3 years ago, they sold me that car for $30,000. $30,000, and 3 years later, it's only worth $7,000. Hot girls are smart with their money. They buy reliable brands like Toyota, like Lexus, like Honda. They take care of their cars and they have them forever, and they save a bunch of money.
$30,000 to $7,000 in 3 years. That's not depreciation. That's a car that returned 77 cents on every dollar and kept none of it. And then she says, and I need you to hear this, Hot Girls by Toyota. She's right. And nobody wants to admit it because a Corolla doesn't look good in your bio. But a Corolla in 5 years is still worth $12,000. Your status symbol is worth the parking ticket on it.
So this YouTuber just found out how much his Tesla Model S Plaid has depreciated in the past 2 years, and he couldn't believe how much money he's lost. This is Kyle Connor, otherwise known as Out of Spec Reviews, and he bought his Model S Plaid back in 2022. Here's his sticker. He paid $140,000 when the car was brand new. He just had his car appraised by Tesla. Wait till you see how much it's depreciated compared to a gas car. So with just 37,000 miles on the odometer, Tesla offered him a whopping $46,400. That's a loss of $94,000 or 67% of its original value. The appraisal came straight from Tesla, so it could be a lowball offer. But even sites like Edmunds or Consumer Reports wouldn't give him more than $59,000 at the absolute highest. I did us all a favor and found a comparable gas car to compare the depreciation. The BMW M5 CS came out in 2022, the same year, for around $140,000, the exact same price. It's not a perfect comparison, but they're both saloon performance sedans. If you go on any of those sites I mentioned, you can buy the M5 CS for $140,000 today, meaning this car has depreciated maybe $10,000. The examples keep coming. Lesson here, if you're gonna buy a Tesla, an expensive Tesla, don't buy it brand new. Let someone else eat the depreciation for you.
Let me show you the math nobody ran before signing the papers. $140,000 IN, $46,400 back. In 2 years, 37,000 miles. That's $94,000 gone. That's not wear and tear. That's a second car. That's a down payment on a house. And the comment section had one response, but he saved on fuel. $5,000 against $94,000. He didn't save money going electric. He paid for his fuel costs for the next 18 years up front on day one, and then called it a smart decision. Meanwhile, the BMW M5 CS, same price, same year, is worth exactly what he paid. The lesson isn't don't buy a Tesla. The lesson is someone else's bad decision is your discount. Let them buy it new. You buy it 2 years later for half the price, and let them feel smart about the fuel savings.
On today's episode of It's Silly to Buy Luxury, that BMW has a turbo inline 6, so does the Mazda, but it does produce a little bit less power. These are both pretty much the same size. When it comes to interior features, the BMW does have a little bit more than the Mazda, but we're talking about minor stuff like more seat adjustments, more speakers for the sound system. And yet, this BMW is $102,000 and the Mazda's $55,000. So is that BMW really worth 2x more? Comment down below.
Same engine, same size, similar interior. One has a badge that costs $47,000. That's the price of the logo. That's it. You're not buying more car. You're buying what the guy next to you at the traffic light thinks of you. And spoiler, he's not thinking about you. He's checking his own depreciation.
I've lost a horrible amount of money on this car. Like when I first bought this car, I think it was like 40 grand. It was like 40k. And like today, it's worth like 19, 18, something like that.
The most depreciating car I've ever seen in all of my career. The sticker's $215,000. That means after they paid sales tax and license and registration, they were probably 230 something out the door. It's got every conceivable option. All the upgrades, carbon fiber everywhere, the upgraded rims, the paint. And it's only had one owner. The guy has taken meticulous care of it. It's a 2021, but it's got 90,000 miles. The thing is, the car literally has one imperfection. It's got a little wear. That's it. The dude babied this thing. There's not a scratch. There's not a mark. Just that one little thing on the inside of the door. So guess what we're selling this car for without the battery warranty? So $235,000 out the door. Perfect condition, one owner, clean title, clean Carfax. Literally, it got off the truck, we washed it, that's it. $74,000, which is still a lot of money. But this thing does 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. It's the Taycan Turbo S. It is the highest spec, best spec, and one of the coolest looking Porsches I've ever seen. So, anyway, his loss is somebody else's gain.
$215,000 out the door. Perfect condition. Carbon fiber everywhere. Babied by one owner. $74,000. That's not a car anymore. That's an expensive lesson with heated seats. And the dealer said it perfectly. His loss is somebody else's gain. That's the real formula. There are two types of people in the luxury car market. The ones who pay full price to feel something on day one. And the ones who wait 2 years, pay half, and feel smart every single day after. Be the second person.
I'm just recently divorced. I make $96,000 after taxes. I'm about $105,000 in debt at the current moment. A large majority of that debt is a $52,000 vehicle that I have. That vehicle is currently at a trade-in value of $12,000.
Do you roll negative equity?
Yeah,
what happened?
It's an electric vehicle. I don't know what happened. I've been trying to get rid of it for the longest time. Even if I sell it to a private party, I will only get about maybe 22.
What kind of car is this? Just to warn people.
A Kia EV6.
Kia. Okay, you got a Kia, and you bought it for how much?
62.
And it's worth 20 now? I'm confused. When did you buy it?
No, you're not. Well, you can be confused. It's crazy. I bought it back in 22.
And in 2 years, the value dropped by like 60-something%?
Yes. I've taken it to about 3 different dealerships. When they ran it, they're like, how did this happen?
Did you have high mileage on it? Does it have issues, wear and tear?
Nope, everything is perfectly fine with it. I have about 30,000 miles on it. There's no damage to the vehicle.
There's only 30,000 miles on it?
I think there's a mix of things happening here, Jay. Number one is the EV car market has taken a hit. There's a lot of saturation. Right. There's been people kind of going away from the EV side, car manufacturers. There was an overproduction. Then there's the Tesla battle against the other EV cars, and Kia apparently is not up to snuff in the EV world. So I'm sorry, Keith, you're going through this. What other debt do you have?
About 2 years ago, I did a debt consolidation and everything. That's another 30 or 40,000 right there. And my credit card debt that I have is pretty minimal. I believe it's maybe about $5,000 or so.
You have a great take-home pay of $96,000. That's $8,000 a month. What are your total monthly expenses just to cover the bills and your minimum payments on your debt?
Okay, so remember I live in California. If I only do necessities, I will have about $1,500 left.
So that's our magic number right now, because let me show you the math on this. $1,500, let's say you applied that extra on your smallest balance using the debt snowball, $18,000 a year.
Right.
Now, basic math says it's going to take you over 5 years at that point to pay off your debt.
I'm going to say a very bad word here, okay?
Uh-oh.
I was looking at filing. I know. I was looking at filing.
Don't even say it.
No,
Don't even say
you're
it.
not
You don't
going to
need
file
to.
bankruptcy. Listen,
Wait, something.
If you let's just show you the math on it. If you can get an extra $2,000 in net take-home pay, that would mean you could put the $1,500 plus the $2,000. That's $3,500 a month. That's $42,000 a year towards your debt. Now we're debt-free in 2+ years. Now we're talking.
Recently divorced. $96,000 income. $105,000 in debt. And at the center of it, a Kia. An electric Kia that he paid $62,000 for. The EV market crashed. Kia crashed harder. 30,000 miles. No damage. Perfect condition. Worth $20,000. He didn't buy a car. He bought $42,000 worth of a financial mistake. And he's still making monthly payments on it. The bankruptcy word came up. And honestly, that word shows up in a lot of these conversations. Not because people are irresponsible, but because one bad decision made on a good salary in a good economy, compounded by a market nobody predicted, can undo years of hard work. He makes $8,000 a month. After bills, $1,500 left. The math is brutal. Not because he's stupid, because the car was always going to do this. And nobody told him before he signed. The number always talks. Make sure it's saying something you actually wanted to say. If you've ever looked up what your car is worth and immediately closed the tab, comment below. And if you made it this far, hit subscribe. We're watching the math together.